Blessings and honor, people. Blessings and honor, blessings and honor. I'm on my way to work, but I just wanted to share a quick devotion with you guys. Something that I've been thinking about since about today's Friday, maybe around Wednesday or so. I was reading a passage in Lamentations, and Jeremiah was in prison, and the powers that be decided that he needed more punishment than imprisonment, so they're going to put him in a pit, in a cistern, that dark pit where the purpose of it is to collect rainwater, and it's dark, it's dreary, it's worse than prison. And Jeremiah prayed and he called on the Lord, and the Lord said to him, "Don't be afraid, I am near you." And I sat with that for a while. I was thinking about how many times we've heard the story of Joseph from the pit to the palace, or from the prison to the palace, where Joseph was restored and he was brought into the palace. And it speaks to a rescue story. And I'm saying to myself, but here's Jeremiah. There's no pit to palace for him. There's no prison, rather. There's no prison to palace. His is prison to pit, prison to cistern, worse predicament. But yet the Lord says, "Don't be afraid, I'm near you." Meaning, the Lord is with him, near him. And I thought about it, and I was like, me personally, you're in certain circumstances, certain situations, and it would almost feel as if you're in a prison, and you're praying for a rescue, you're praying for a way out. You would love, really and truly, if you could go from prison to palace. But what do you do if the story gets worse? What if the situation get worse, and you're missing the fact that the Lord is near you, he's with you? And I sat with that for a good proper 48, 72 hours, and I prayed about that, and I talked to God about that. And I was so comforted, and I realized something. In his presence there is fullness of joy. In his presence there's fullness of joy. If he's near you, you're in his presence. And so I said, Lord, if there was ever a time that my prayer focus, my prayer point was not the right prayer focus, but like, Lord, take me out of this and put me in a that, like take me out of worse and put me in a better, take me out of prison and put me in a palace, like rescue me, Lord, rescue me. And I'm saying, what if there's to be no rescue? Can you still appreciate the fact that in his presence there's fullness of joy? Can you still appreciate the fact that even if you go from prison to cistern, from prison to pit, that the Lord is still with you and he's near you? And you're to remember that in his presence there's fullness of joy. Don't miss the presence. Don't miss the presence of God in your situation because you're so focused on wanting a rescue story. That's my time. I forgot the people them work. God bless you in Jesus' name.